Welcome to our seventh session of the Braces Coconut Challenge. And our session title for today is all about propositional logic. Let's start. Let's start with the definition of a propositional logic. A propositional logic, it is which are a statement that can be but not both. Propositional logic forms the foundation of mathematical logic and is widely used in mathematics, computer science, and philosophy. So take note of this. It is a statements that can either be true or false, but cannot be both. So later on, we will be dealing what type of statement that's a propositional logic is. So here it is, or it must be a declarative statement that is either true or false. When I say declarative statement, it sometimes stating the facts, wishes, or a single statement. No, so we have different type of statement. Either it is imperative. No, imperative you are giving a command. Interrogative. In interrogative you are giving or asking question. And lastly, exclamatory. And when we have exclamatory statement, these are statements that express strong emotions or feelings. Let's say, for example, the sky is blue. So the sky is blue. Again, that is a declarative statement, and it can be true or false. Second statement, 5 plus 3 is equal to 10. So it is a declarative statement also, and it can be either true or false. Now, we have the term truth value. It is the truth or falsity of a proposition. So it is denoted by true or T or false by F. So in this statement, the sky is blue, it is true. The truth value of that proposition is true. On the other hand, 5 plus 3 is equal to 10. That is a proposition, but its truth value is false. Again, proposition, it is a declarative sentence that can be true or false, but not both. And there are also different type or other type of sentence where true or false values cannot be assigned. For example, this article is false. So if we assume that it is true, then it is false. And also, if we assume it is false, then it is true. So thus, the sentence cannot be classified as either true or false. So it is not a proposition. It is a self-contradictory proposition, and what we call this is a paradox. So let's have an example. We identify if it is a proposition or not. So Guagua is the capital of Pampanga. So it is a proposition, but its truth value is false because San Fernando is the capital of Pampanga, San Fernando City. Open your eyes. So it is not a proposition because it is giving a command. Letter C, the number 4 is even and less than 12. So it is a proposition. Okay. And later on, we will be finding out what type of proposition is this. Now, letter D, how old are you? Again, this is not a proposition because it is an interrogative question or an interrogative statement. And letter E, Aaron's solution is incorrect. So this is not a proposition again because it is a self-contradictory statement or a paradox. So here are the reason. And for letter C, again, it is a proposition because it is a combination of two components or two single proposition or simple proposition, which are the number 4 is even and less than 12. So proposition like this is called compound proposition. Now we have simple proposition and compound proposition. Again, for simple, it has only or it conveys only one thought with no connecting words. On the other hand, compound propositions contains two or more simple propositions which are put together using connective words. So what are the different types of compound proposition? We have conjunction. For conjunction, the connective words is, or the word that is used to connect proposition is and. For disjunction, we have or. For conditional, we have if then. Okay, for biconditional, conjunction of two conditional statements where the antecedent and consequent of the first statement has been switched in the second statement. So for this, we can use if and only if. For negation, the negation of given statement is a statement that is false whenever the given statement is true or vice versa. So in this negation, we can use not. So we will be classifying if it is a simple or compound. Then if it is compound, we will be identifying where group it belongs to. Letter A, if it is an acute angle, then it is an acute angle. So for this, it is a compound because of the if then, and it is a conditional. Okay. Letter B, you are entitled to a 30% discount and a chance to win a trip to Macau. So this is again compound, and from the word and, so this is conjunction. Letter C, route was on time. So it is a simple proposition. Letter D, my friend took his master degree in Dafsun. So again, so this is a simple proposition. Letter E, two sides of a triangle are congruent if and only if two angles opposite them are congruent. So this is a uh, biconditional. So here are the different logical connectives or the symbols that we use to combine proposition. So we have and, or, not, if then, and if and only if. For and, we have this symbol. For or, we have a letter V shape. For not, we have this, or we can use this one. And if then is a single blade arrow, and if and only if is a double-sided arrow. So these are the detailed description of those. So let's have an example. So basic propositional symbols and connectives. So in this case, P represents it is raining, where Q represent I will take an umbrella. So using this proposition, we can form compound propositions such as for these symbols P and Q, we just combine the single propositions using N. So it is raining and I will take an umbrella. P or Q, it is raining or I will take an umbrella. P implies Q, if it is raining, then I will take an umbrella. And lastly, P if and only if Q, it is raining, if and only if I will take an umbrella. What if we have this negation of P? So for that, it is not raining. And for negation of Q, I will not take an umbrella. So in this case, this would be your task, and you will be doing this in a paper, and you will be passing it to me during our face-to-face session. Okay, so we have P with the proposition, there is a cure to the COVID-19 virus, and Q with the proposition, the pandemic is over. The propositions are the negation of P, for example, there is no cure to the COVID-19 virus. So, okay. So you will be doing that in your home. And now we have A propositional form, it is an assertion which contains at least one propositional variable or a sequence of symbols containing propositional variables and logical operators. So again, what we call a combination of symbols, variables, it is now called propositional form. Here are the different logical operators, not, and, or, if then, and if and only if. Now we have